This is the Whiteboard War. It's my favorite review game that I do with my students, and I've been working on it for like 5 years. A little closer, teams, they are against each other, so students are on each side, and I'll have a PowerPoint that I run with questions. Sometimes they're multiple choice, sometimes they have to write out a complete response, and as they get correct answers, they get to move forward, and then different things happen. There's a lightning zone, it moves them double. There's the cannon that'll launch them all the way over. There's the rocket canyon. If they're in that, then they shoot a rocket that attacks the other side. Come up here to the icy hills, they move a half space. Up here, we have the pit of despair where they get trapped in, and then there's a volcano at the very end that takes them back to before the icy hills. And if they make it past everything, they get to the win right in the center. Next, I'll have a PowerPoint up for my students that'll ask them questions. They need to write out the answers to those questions on their whiteboard. The questions come one at a time, so they answer one at a time on here. First student up with their role raises up their whiteboard, and if they get the answer right, then they get whatever the prize is or whatever the move is. I organize my students into teams. So front row is going to be infantry. If they get the correct answer, they get to move forward 2 spaces. Second row is the artillery. My desks are not really straight. I just had students. Second row is artillery. If they get the right answer, they shoot the other side back 2 spaces. And then the back 2 rows, they are my shield and mystery box, and they get to come up and collect a card, and they get a mystery box card, and they get to read off of that. Also, they get a shield, which will block an artillery shot wherever they're at. If they do get a mystery box, then they have to come up here and collect from one of these, and they read it aloud to the class. So like, you gave the opposing enemy a peace offering of cheesy taquitos. They ate way too many and had to run back to the porta potties. Move them back 1 space. Super engaging. My students love it. And today we played the quiet place version. And this way, it meant that the whole class had to be quiet. And if they were loud, because they tend to get pretty loud with this, then the quiet place monster comes in and takes them back to the beginning. It was pretty fun.